Imagine a personality type so rare that only 1 to 2% of the world's population has it. That's the INFJ, introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging, one of the 16 personality types in the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. People with this personality are deep thinkers, highly empathetic, and often misunderstood. They are known for their strong intuition, emotional depth, and desire to make the world a better place. What makes INFJs truly unique? Unlike other personality types, they have an uncommon mix of logic and emotions, making them both dreamers and doers. They are reserved yet deeply passionate, quiet but powerful leaders, and they often feel like they don't fit in with the rest of the world. INFJs are called the advocate or mystic because they see beyond the surface. They often understand people better than people understand themselves. But their rare traits come with challenges too. They can feel overwhelmed by emotions, struggle with perfectionism, and need a lot of alone time to recharge. In this video, we will reveal 10 secrets of the INFJ that explain why they are so different from others. If you or someone you know is an INFJ, this will help you understand their unique way of thinking and how they interact with the world. Let's begin with the first secret. 1. Deep empathy and sensitivity. One of the most powerful traits of an INFJ is their deep sense of empathy. They can feel the emotions of others as if they were their own. This is not just sympathy, it's a genuine ability to understand what someone else is going through, even without words. INFJs can walk into a room and instantly pick up on the emotions around them. If someone is sad, anxious, or frustrated, an INFJ will sense it before the person even says anything. This makes them great at helping others, but it can also be exhausting. Because they absorb emotions like a sponge, INFJs often feel emotionally drained after being around people for too long. They need time alone to clear their mind and recharge. If they don't, they can experience emotional burnout. Another challenge is that not everyone understands their depth of feeling. They might feel things strongly, but struggle to express their emotions in words. Others may think they are overreacting or too sensitive. But in reality, INFJs just experience emotions on a deeper level than most people. This deep sensitivity also makes INFJs highly compassionate. They are natural healers, counselors, and advisors. They will drop everything to help a friend in need. But sometimes they care too much. They put others before themselves, leading to stress and emotional overload. INFJs need to set boundaries to protect their emotional well-being. While they love helping others, they must learn that it's okay to say no and take care of themselves first. 2. Rich inner world and imagination. INFJs live in their minds more than in the real world. Their inner world is full of ideas, stories, and deep thoughts. They can spend hours daydreaming, analyzing situations, or imagining different futures. This is because INFJs have strong intuition. They don't just see what's in front of them, they see hidden meanings and future possibilities. They connect ideas in unique ways, often having sudden aha moments that others don't understand. Their imagination is also why many INFJs are creative. They may be writers, artists, or musicians, using their creativity to express their thoughts and emotions. Even if they don't pursue a creative career, they still enjoy hobbies like journaling, painting, or storytelling. However, their rich inner world can also be isolating. While others focus on small talk and daily life, INFJs are thinking about big questions, the meaning of life, human nature, and deep personal growth. This can make them feel alone, as if no one else thinks the way they do. Another challenge is overthinking. Because they analyze everything deeply, they can get stuck in their thoughts, replaying past events or worrying about the future. This can make them feel anxious and mentally exhausted. Despite this, their inner world is also their greatest strength. It helps them understand the world in a way that few others can. They often see solutions to problems before anyone else does. And their creative thinking allows them to make a lasting impact in whatever field they choose. 3. Strong idealism and principles. INFJs strongly believe in their values and always try to do what is right. They have a deep sense of purpose and want to make a difference in the world. They don't just live for themselves, they feel responsible for helping others and improving society. This idealism is what makes many INFJs drawn to careers in counseling, teaching, social work, or activism. They want their work to have meaning and contribute to something bigger than themselves. However, their strong principles can also be a double-edged sword. When INFJs see injustice, dishonesty, or cruelty, they feel deeply hurt and frustrated. They can't stand hypocrisy or people who take advantage of others. This can lead to inner conflict, especially when they feel powerless to change things. Another challenge is that INFJs can be too hard on themselves. They set high moral standards and feel guilty when they don't live up to them. If they make a mistake or fail to help someone, they overthink it for days. At the same time, their idealism makes them natural leaders. They may not seek leadership positions, but when they do, they lead with compassion and integrity. They inspire others through their vision and quiet determination. Because of their strong values, INFJs often struggle to find like-minded people. They may feel disconnected from those who don't share their passion for making a difference. This can make them feel lonely, even when surrounded by people. To stay balanced, INFJs must remember that they can't fix everything. They need to accept that small efforts still matter and that they don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. 4. Preference for deep connections. INFJs don't like shallow conversations or casual friendships. They crave deep, meaningful connections with people who truly understand them. Unlike some personality types that enjoy socializing for fun, INFJs want relationships that have depth, trust, and emotional closeness. Because of this, INFJs often have a small but very close circle of friends. They don't open up to just anyone. It takes time for them to trust people, but when they do, they are extremely loyal and devoted. They value honesty, authenticity, and emotional depth in their relationships. This can sometimes make INFJs feel out of place in social settings. They struggle with small talk and superficial interactions, which can make parties and large gatherings exhausting. They would rather sit with one person and have a deep conversation than mingle with a group. One challenge INFJs face is that their need for depth can make relationships difficult. Many people don't think as deeply as they do, and this can leave INFJs feeling disappointed or misunderstood. They may feel like no one truly gets them, which can lead to loneliness. Another issue is that INFJs tend to put others' needs before their own. In relationships, they often listen more than they talk, always making sure the other person feels heard and supported. While this makes them great friends and partners, it can also lead to emotional exhaustion if they don't take time for themselves. Despite these struggles, INFJs thrive in deep, meaningful relationships. They form powerful bonds with the people they connect with, and those relationships last a lifetime. Once you gain the trust of an INFJ, you have a friend or partner who will always be there for you. To maintain healthy relationships, INFJs must remember that it's okay to have lighter, more casual connections too. Not every friendship needs to be deep, and that's okay. Finding a balance between meaningful relationships and everyday interactions is key to their happiness. 5. Aversion to conflict. INFJs dislike conflict and confrontation. They are natural peacemakers who always try to create harmony and understanding in their relationships. When arguments arise, they do everything they can to resolve issues peacefully and avoid unnecessary drama. This is because INFJs are highly sensitive to emotions. Conflict makes them feel stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. Even if they are not directly involved, they can still feel the tension in the room, and it affects them deeply. Instead of arguing, INFJs prefer to talk things out calmly and find a mutual solution. They want everyone to feel heard and understood. However, this can sometimes backfire, as people may see them as too passive or unwilling to stand up for themselves. Another challenge is that INFJs tend to bottle up their emotions. Because they don't like conflict, they often keep their feelings inside instead of expressing them. Over time, this can build up and lead to resentment, stress, or emotional burnout. INFJs also struggle with being people pleasers. They don't like upsetting others, so they might avoid saying no or go along with things they don't agree with just to keep the peace. While this makes them kind and understanding, it can also cause them to feel taken advantage of. To stay emotionally healthy, INFJs must learn that conflict isn't always bad. Sometimes standing up for themselves is necessary. They need to find a balance between maintaining peace and expressing their true feelings. By learning to communicate their needs clearly and set boundaries, INFJs can protect their emotional well-being while still being the compassionate, understanding people they naturally are. 6. Complex and mysterious persona. INFJs often appear mysterious and hard to read. Even though they are warm and caring, they keep a lot of their thoughts and emotions hidden from the world. People may see them as distant, secretive, or unpredictable because they don't easily open up. This is because INFJs are deeply introspective. They spend a lot of time in their own thoughts, analyzing emotions, relationships, and the meaning of life. While they understand others very well, few people truly understand them. Another reason INFJs seem mysterious is that they have contradictory traits. They are both logical and emotional, quiet but strong, and gentle yet determined. One day they may be outgoing and social, the next day they need total isolation to recharge. This unpredictability can confuse others. INFJs also have a habit of hiding their true feelings. They don't want to burden others with their problems, so they put on a happy face, even when they are struggling. Only those closest to them ever see their deeper emotions. This can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. People may think an INFJ is distant or uninterested, when in reality, they are just lost in thought or emotionally drained. Others might assume they are cold or detached, when in fact, they feel everything deeply but struggle to express it openly. Despite their reserved nature, INFJs are incredibly passionate about the things they care about. When they feel comfortable, they open up and share their dreams, ideas, and feelings with those they trust. But this process takes time, and they need patience from the people around them. For INFJs, the key to balance is allowing themselves to be seen and understood. While it's natural for them to be private, opening up to trusted people can help them feel more connected and less alone. 7. High perceptiveness. INFJs have an incredible ability to read people. They pick up on body language, tone of voice, and unspoken emotions in ways that others might not even notice. It often feels like they have a sixth sense when it comes to understanding what someone is really feeling. This makes INFJs great at detecting lies, hidden motives, or unspoken tensions. They can tell when someone is being fake, even if the person appears friendly on the surface. Because of this, INFJs often feel frustrated when others pretend to be something they're not. Their high perceptiveness also helps them give great advice. Since they can see the bigger picture and understand how people think, they often help others find solutions to their problems. People naturally open up to INFJs because they feel understood and supported. However, this ability can be emotionally exhausting. Since INFJs notice everything, they sometimes feel overwhelmed by other people's emotions. Being around negative energy or dishonesty can drain them quickly. Another challenge is that INFJs don't always share what they know. Because they can see what's really going on, they might avoid certain situations or people instead of confronting them. While this protects their peace, it can also make them seem aloof or distant. INFJs must learn to manage their gift of perception wisely. By setting emotional boundaries and focusing on positive relationships, they can use their insight without becoming overwhelmed. 8. Tendency towards perfectionism. INFJs set very high standards for themselves. Whether it's their work, relationships, or personal goals, they want everything to be perfect. They believe that if something is worth doing, it should be done exceptionally well. While this helps them achieve great things, it can also be stressful. INFJs often feel like nothing they do is good enough. They might rewrite an email multiple times, overthink a simple decision, or spend hours perfecting a project that was already fine. Their perfectionism can also lead to procrastination. Because they want things to be flawless, they sometimes delay starting a task out of fear of making mistakes. This can create anxiety and pressure, making them feel paralyzed instead of productive. Another challenge is that INFJs sometimes expect too much from others. Since they put so much effort into everything they do, they can get frustrated when others don't do the same. They might struggle to understand why some people are okay with good enough instead of striving for excellence. However, INFJs must learn that perfection isn't necessary for success or happiness. Making mistakes and learning from them is a natural part of life. By embracing progress over perfection, They can reduce stress and feel more satisfied with their efforts. 9. Need for alone time. INFJs love people, but need a lot of alone time to recharge. While they enjoy meaningful connections, too much social interaction drains their energy. After a long day of dealing with people, an INFJ needs quiet time to think, reflect, and unwind. This doesn't mean INFJs dislike others. In fact, they care deeply about their friends and loved ones. But because they absorb so many emotions throughout the day, they need time alone to clear their minds and regain their inner balance. INFJs enjoy spending their alone time doing creative activities, such as writing, reading, or painting. These activities help them process their emotions and thoughts without distractions. They also enjoy nature, long walks, or just sitting in silence to recharge. One challenge is that others don't always understand their need for solitude. Friends or family might think they are being distant or antisocial, when in reality, they just need time to recover from emotional overload. Another issue is that INFJs sometimes withdraw too much. If they feel overwhelmed, they may shut people out completely, making it hard for others to reach them. While alone time is important, finding a balance between solitude and connection is key. INFJs must learn to communicate their need for space without making others feel rejected. By setting boundaries and explaining why alone time is essential, they can maintain both their relationships and their well-being. 10. Visionary insights. INFJs are known for their powerful intuition. They often have a deep sense of knowing about people, situations, and even future events. This ability is hard to explain, but INFJs can often predict how things will unfold before they happen. This is because INFJs are pattern seekers. They don't just look at what's happening in the moment, they analyze past events, emotions, and hidden connections to see the bigger picture. They can sense when something feels off, even if they can't logically explain why. Their visionary nature makes them great at solving problems and offering unique insights. Many INFJs find themselves drawn to careers in psychology, writing, teaching, or coaching, where their deep thinking can help others navigate life's challenges. However, this ability can also be frustrating. Since INFJs see things others don't, they can feel alone or misunderstood. People might dismiss their insights as overthinking or being too sensitive, even though they are often right in the long run. Another challenge is that INFJs struggle with self-doubt. Even when they feel strongly about something, they sometimes question themselves because others don't see what they see. This can lead to hesitation and second-guessing their instincts. Despite this, their intuition is one of their greatest strengths. By learning to trust themselves and follow their inner voice, INFJs can use their insights to make a real impact on the world. INFJs are truly one of a kind. With their deep empathy, strong values, and visionary thinking, they bring wisdom and compassion to the world. However, their rare personality also comes with challenges, such as emotional exhaustion, perfectionism, and feeling misunderstood. Understanding these 10 secrets can help INFJs embrace their strengths and navigate their struggles. It also helps others appreciate the unique qualities that make INFJ special. If you are an INFJ, know that your deep thinking, kindness, and insight are gifts. And if you know an INFJ, take the time to understand and support them, as they do for so many others. At the end of the day, INFJs don't just want to exist, they want to make a difference. And with their rare combination of intuition, empathy, and determination, they truly have the power to change the world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content about personality types and personal growth. See you in the next video.